should have all gotten your summer tax bills. If not, contact your local unit and they can get those for you. We do collect in our office for Shiawassee Township, so foot traffic is up and phone and mail and everything is keeping us a little busy, which is good, going good. Collections are coming in nicely. I put two other reports here in front of you tonight. Sorry I didn't include them in the packet. The one is a list of our foreclosed properties that will be in the tax sale. So two of those were sold to Perry Township at right of first refusal. They're actually part of a retention pond-like area, not any property that anyone else would care to do anything with. And then the others, a couple decent houses there. That sale is August 2nd online at tax-sale.info. And then I've also included just an update on our dog licenses. Ended up this afternoon at $35.75 actually. So again, do a few of those every day or so. Other than that, it's pretty normal business, normal activities.
So look, Julie, where does that put us, the 35.76, like in relation to the year before, or what you would typically?
It's lower. It's lower. It's hard for me to gauge at what point in the year. I mean, I like to gauge what was in by July 30th or June 30th or whatever. But it is lower than normal, I'd say.
Okay. And we budgeted what, 86?
I believe so. I'd have to look again. We'll give you a report on where it came in and where it's at.
Okay.
Yes, and it's significantly lower. We might want to try to be creative and find a way to make it easy for people again to get their dog licenses before they complete.
I think we make it easy for them. I really do.
Well, if it's gone down,
Right,
we should
but
look at the reason it went down and see if we can fix that, is all I'm saying.
But if they attempt, they'll find it's easy. That's what we heard from almost everybody. Oh, gee, that wasn't so bad.
I wasn't putting any
know.
blame on you.
I know that.
I was just wanting the license, and also
Right.
if people go a few years, they'll get out of the habit of getting licensed, so it's just something we should look at.
Yeah.
I'll get you a report that shows, over the course of time for Wednesday.
Right. I don't think it's huge, but something we should probably just be mindful of.
Yeah.
Like Greg says, maybe use that to look for improvement, but.
Decide if it's worth the bother.
Right, because I do feel like that's a significant amount of your staff time.
It's not horrible. They're easy to do. It's not real time consuming for them. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with doing it in the office.
Anybody have anything else for Julie? All right, thank you.
Sure.
All right, we have two agenda items. The first one, I would look for a motion to approve the appointment of Commissioner Garber as the MERS delegate.
So moved.
Support.
So every year you have to send someone to the MERS conference who is a MERS member, and you choose from a board member, and so Cindy has volunteered to go the last couple of times because she is still a member of MERS.
Where is it at?
It's Grand Rapids this time.
Oh,
So, I think that should be. I was surprised. Last year it was the first time I had attended. I was surprised at how many people were there. Like, it's a pretty big conference. So.
And Cindy finds things like that interesting.
I did. All right, any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed the same. I would look for a motion to approve the proposal from Country Board Builders, LLC, for the installation of a metal roof for Kirby Road Park in an amount not to exceed $9,850.
So moved.
Support.
This is part of our planned renovations. It was a budgeted expense to put a new roof on that building this year. And so the bid came in and it's a little lower than we had inside is dry, we use it for storage currently, and we're gonna go through there and figure out what we need to keep and what we need to discard.
Okay, if you want any help with that, let me know.
I appreciate that.
Did you get any other bids?
Tim?
Did you get any other bids from Mallory or Kavani?
No, they didn't. I think they sent them out, but that's the only one that we responded.
Oh, they didn't even respond then, huh?
I wasn't even the one that sent them out, it was Rick Crawford, I think. And they were doing, but everything that they've seen, too, cause they were doing other bids, and this group was way lower than anybody was.
I just wanted, I know they're local, so I kinda like local people, so
Yep.
I'm a little bit,
So the Parks Board, Tim kinda took the lead on that?
Yeah. Which was fine,
Oh, yeah.
you know, it came back a lot lower than what I thought it was gonna be, I thought it'd be at least double that.
No, I think that's good when our
Yeah.
boards.
I got a new roof on my house
Have
there,
input.
that I called them, they do houses too.
I think they do.
Anything else on the roof for Kirby Road Park? All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, the same. I will mention one thing, the Trails magazine, that you have. I was at a water trail meeting a week or so ago in Linden, and they had a bunch of these. Our trails are highlighted in the magazine. I just thought it was cool, so I brought one for my fellow commissioners.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Second call to the public. Seeing none, we are adjourned.
I got just one thing I
Oh,
want
yeah.
to tell you about is that, well, we take care of the lagoons on that Lake Leslie. And a resident come up to me and asked me about the part of the park we don't mow, Kirby Road.
Yeah.
And I said, well, we're doing it to save money. Because, you know, he's got 2 lots over there. If you don't mow them, the township mows them, then bills him. And he wants to know how we get away with it. And I said, I don't know. I said, you have to talk to the city about it. I said, I don't know. You know, but just in case he does call you, I told him you could try calling you, Brian, but.
I haven't heard from you.
Okay, good, maybe he dropped it, because I told him, I said, well, that's a county park, that ain't a private individual thing, you know? And, but he was complaining because they mowed one of his lots and then billed him for it, which their ordinance does say that, you know?
I'm surprised that they would
I know.
extend it clear out to there, honestly.
I know.
Huh.
So,
Sounds good to me to keep going.
I just wanted to bring it to your attention, just in case, Brian, you hear something about it.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Finance is adjourned.
We stand and rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, this is our first call to the public for the Economic and Physical Development meeting. Hearing none, Mr. Pete Preston with the Community Development reports.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We had 26 zoning permits and 22 building permits for the month of June. 3 new homes that were initiated there. As far as the enforcement list, we've had a coding problem in our enforcement. You know, right now, Silvio and I have been splitting some of the code enforcement duties, but I'm having a coding problem to print you folks out reports, so we'll look forward to getting that corrected. And that's in BSNA, how it spits out its reports. But to update you on at least one code enforcement or zoning issue that has been brought before this board, has to do with the campground and the screening. I've met with Mr. Atkinson twice, that owns the campground out there. As you recall, I spoke with Mr. Bauer as well on that. In working with Jerry, they are implementing Norway spruce right now. They do plan to still put them as the original site plan along the top of the berm. However, they'll be excavating out in order for these to have a bigger root ball. And they now have the ability through there with their water lines to keep those more watered than in the past. So we're going to be hopeful with that. We do have a local vendor that was suggested to us from Justin Horvath as part of the economic development. We have a vendor in Shiawassee County that is national with some of the landscaping and screening grasses that he grows here in Shiawassee County and distributes those throughout the country. So we put Mr. Atkinson in contact with them as well. So that concludes my report. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Hearing none. Okay, thank you very much. All right, moving on to our agenda items. First, I'd look for a motion to fill the vacant drain maintenance supervisor's position as requested. I'll make the motion.
Support.
Okay, discussion.
So we had an employee who gave his notice, and Tony now has a vacancy. This is a budgeted position for refilling.
Perfect. Anything to add?
Pardon?
Anything to add?
No?
Okay.
Just, he claims he ain't making enough money, so, yeah, whatever, going on, I said, well.
Who is?
All right. Hearing no further discussion, all in favor of moving this on to Wednesday, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, that'll move on. Next, I look for a motion to approve the PA 116 farmland agreement applications for Chris and Jamie Demerly for parcels 010-18-200-002 and 010-21-100-001 in Bennington Township. I'll make the motion.
Support.
All right, we have a motion of support. Further discussion?
Pretty standard.
All right. Hearing no more discussion, all in favor of moving this on to Wednesday, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Hearing none, that'll move on to Wednesday. All right, this brings us to our second call to the public. Hearing none, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.